Amadou's trembling hands held the evidence, photographs of children, neatly catalogued, awaiting their unknown, grim destinies. The sun dipped low over the horizon, casting a golden glow on the dusty roads of a small Senegalese village. It was December. The festive season was palpable. Children ran barefoot through the streets, their laughter echoing as they played games with makeshift toys. The air buzzed with excitement as word spread of an unexpected visitor. Santa Claus himself was coming to town. When the man arrived, he was everything they had imagined. Dressed in the signature red suit, his white beard immaculate, and a booming laugh that could disarm the most skeptical of hearts, he seemed larger than life. He rode into the village on a truck decorated with tinsel and lights, flanked by an entourage of assistants carrying sacks of toys and provisions. "I come bearing gifts and hope," Santa announced, his voice carrying over the crowd. "For too long, education has been out of reach for many of your children. I am here to change that." The villagers erupted in applause, their faces alight with hope. Over the next few days, Santa became a beloved figure in the village. He held meetings with parents, outlining his grand plan to sponsor the education of deserving children. Scholarships, he explained, would cover everything: school fees, uniforms, books, and even accommodations for schools in the city. To determine eligibility, he conducted interviews with the children. They sat before him, their faces filled with nervousness, as he asked about their dreams and aspirations. His assistants took notes and photographs, recording every detail. For the parents, it was a dream come true. Many had struggled to provide even the basics for their children, and now, this man, a miracle in red, was offering a future they had only dared to imagine. But not everyone was convinced. Amadou, a local fisherman known for his sharp instincts, watched Santa with quiet suspicion. While the rest of the village celebrated, Amadou noticed inconsistencies in the man's story. His entourage seemed oddly secretive, and the truck's frequent comings and goings during the night raised questions. One evening, Amadou confided in his friend Fatou, a teacher who had returned to the village after years in the city. Together, they began to observe Santa more closely. Fatou suggested they speak to the village chief, but the chief, enamored with Santa's charisma and promises, dismissed their concerns. "This man is a blessing," he said. "Don't ruin this for the children." Undeterred, Amadou and Fatou decided to investigate further. Late one night, Amadou followed the truck as it left the village under the cover of darkness. What he discovered chilled him to the core. The truck stopped at an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town. Inside, Amadou saw crates filled with photographs and detailed profiles of children, not just from their village but from others in the region. He overheard snippets of conversation between Santa and his associates, words like exchange, clients, and arrangements. The truth hit him like a tidal wave. Santa wasn't here to help the children. He was preparing to exploit them for selfish gains. Santa's operation was part of a sophisticated trafficking scheme. The children's profiles were being sent to unknown parties in distant locations, and an upcoming arrangement was set to take place in a concealed market in the city. The warehouse was a hub of activity, with men and women sorting through the profiles and packaging them alongside photos of the children. The laughter and kindness Santa displayed in the village were nowhere to be found. Instead, his voice was cold, his demeanor calculated. Amadou fled the warehouse, his heart pounding. He knew he had to act quickly, but exposing Santa would be dangerous. Amadou and Fatou gathered evidence, photographing the warehouse and recording snippets of conversations. They returned to the village and shared their findings with a few trusted elders. The news spread quickly, and the once adoring villagers turned wary. The following day, as Santa prepared to announce the first group of scholarship recipients, the villagers confronted him. "Is this true?" one mother demanded, holding up a photograph of her child that had been found in the warehouse. Santa's charm faltered for the first time. His eyes darted to his assistants, who began retreating toward the truck. The villagers, enraged, blocked their path. Realizing his operation was exposed, Santa tried to flee. A chaotic chase ensued, with villagers pursuing the truck as it sped through the dusty streets. Amadou and Fatou led the charge, determined not to let Santa escape with the children. In a climactic showdown, the villagers managed to block the truck's path with an overturned cart. Santa and his associates were dragged from the vehicle and held until the authorities arrived. The police uncovered a vast network of exploitation, thanks to the evidence Amadou and Fatou had gathered. Santa and his associates were arrested, and the children were saved from a horrifying fate. The village, though shaken, found strength in their unity. Amadou and Fatou were hailed as heroes, their courage inspiring others to remain vigilant against such dangers. Months later, the village had transformed. With newfound awareness and determination, the villagers began pooling their resources to improve the local school. They realized that true change came from within, not from the promises of outsiders. Though the memory of Santa's betrayal lingered, it served as a reminder of their resilience. As the sun set over the village, the laughter of children once again filled the air, a testament to their hope and strength. Moral lessons. Trust must be earned, not blindly given. The story teaches the importance of vigilance and critical thinking, especially when outsiders promise seemingly too good to be true opportunities. Blind trust can lead to devastating consequences. Secondly, unity and courage can overcome deception. The villagers' ability to come together, confront the danger, and act courageously saved their children. This highlights the strength of community and collective action in overcoming adversity.
Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are new to the channel. And special shout out to our returning subscribers.